It takes a lot of effort to turn a house into a home. Normally, we want to buy a random house and move in a random family and focus on maximizing profit, minimizing effort, and having no sense of real community. But God had something different in mind. He wanted us to move forward in faith, to get a home that He would provide, to match it up with a family that we had no idea even existed, and put this time and energy to form love and community.
So a year and a half ago, we purchased our first home. We really had no idea what we were doing. This first home is called The Blessing House. It's fully furnished, from bathroom accessories to kitchen appliances, silverware plates, beddings, everything. This home is a transitional home for families in need. They are there for 6 to 12 months. The goal is to help them get healing and to grow into all who God wants them to be. The second home shares the same property as the Blessing House. That home we call the main house. And the goal is for the residents to purposely, intentionally pour into those residing in the Blessing House. From there, we jumped into our third home.
Now, the third house was a little bit different. We were mentoring in one of the inner city schools, and we found this family that we just fell in love with. The residents of the third home includes a grandmother raising her 2 grandkids. And these kids are practically a part of our family now. They join us on the weekends, and even when we're on service projects, they want to be right there with us. And this leads us to home number 4. The first 3 homes, we had no idea who was going to live in these homes. We moved forward by faith. But with the 4th home, it was different. God put so strongly on our hearts that this home would be a safe place for refugee college kids to be able to study and to focus on God and those things that God has put on their hearts so they could be what God has created them to be. God loves us, and He has called us to love and to serve others. Through ministry, God has taught and grew us in ways that we can't even imagine. We've been blessed with much, and we want to give generously to others. We don't want to idolize our time and our money and our resources. We want to love others, build biblical community, and give generously.
Truth is, you don't have to have a lot to give generously, because we couldn't have done all of this on our own. It has definitely required a whole team of people. For the Blessing House itself, there were over 60 people who contributed with their hands and with donations to help make that a success. God has brought about so many people who generously give of their time, of their skill set, and just of the gifts that God has given them.
It really has been a great experience having true worship at Abundant Life, and teaching and preaching, and having different circles and community coming together to support us, to go then be a blessing to others.
Doing life together is really about having biblical community with one another. And we have done some really fun things. We have children of our own, and so it's just easy to call up someone else and say, hey, come join us. And so whether that's a roller skating party, a dance party at somebody's house, we recently in February did a Galentine's party with a bunch of teen girls. How did you survive with that many girls crashing on the floor?
I left the house.
Yeah. Recently, we were out in the parking lot showing some refugee high school kids some driving lessons. Hang on to your dear life. How many curbs did you guys run over?
3 curbs.
Yeah, we actually have our small group has decided they would help with the driving lessons by going and doing some go-karts. What a great idea.
The first thing is to focus just how much God loves us. And when we experience that love, we are going to respond by sharing that love with others. And it goes beyond just measuring time and measuring money. It's really doing those things that God's put on your heart to do, where God moves you and puts a burden that you think about when you wake up and you think about when you go to bed. That this burden that God puts on your heart to go love, serve, and be a blessing to others.
So what makes a house a home? Is it the new floors, walls, carpet? While all those are necessary, they're all needed. What makes a house a home is the love and the community inside.